Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to learn Tyler's scientific management. So, let us know about Tyler first. Then we will learn what is scientific management. Let us see his biography or about him. So, he is the father of scientific management. He is the father of scientific management. His contribution is towards factory management and workers management majorly. Right. About himself. So, his full name is Frederick Winslow Tyler, and his life span between March 20th, 1856 to March 21, 1915. So, if he wants to give the principles, that two scientific principles, so he should have some background right regarding those principles, correct? So, let us see those. So he was an American mechanical engineer. So if normally a mechanical engineer, obviously he knows about the factories, correct, and he knows about the work and workers. That's why he gave major contribution towards factory and workers. Right. Let's see next. In 1874, he became an apprentice mechanist. Apprentice means who works without any salary. That means that is apprentice, right? And learned factory condition means factory wages, employees, and work culture. These things he learned there and at grassroots level, which means inch by inch he learned everything. So Tyler gave some major principles. What are those principles? Let us see. Tyler gave four major principles. Let us see the first principle. So, first principle is science, not rule of thumb. So, here we should know what is science and not rule of thumb. What is rule of thumb? Right. So science already we know it is a scientific method or calculated method or measured method. Right. Not rule of thumb. Which rule of thumb, which means a method followed by his own experience, or if someone is following, that is considered, and someone told, or some past traditional methods following, right? If we follow past traditional methods, that is rule of thumb, following the same, right? That is rule of thumb. Tyler is saying that we should believe in science, not in rule of thumb. So what is the first point? So first point is best method can be developed through study and analysis. So only when you study and analyze and experiment the methods what you follow, that will be perfect, right? We should experiment those principles, study those principles, correct? And scientific method involved investigation of traditional method through work study. So scientific method involved investigation. Obviously we should investigate and analyze and work on those traditional methods to betterment them, right? We should study, obviously we should investigate those traditional methods through work study. Next point is scientific method can result in tremendous saving of human energy as well as wastage of time and material. If we follow the scientific method, which is already experimented, and through that experiment we know that what is the wastage and what is the energy takes. We can set a standard time and standard resources. Obviously, yes, right. That will reduce our utilization of resources. That means optimum resources, and we can make much more profit. Fine. And the next second principle is harmony, not discord. Harmony means working together. We should work together, which means management and workers should work together, obviously. And not discord means not agreeing, sharing opinions. There should be no disagreements between management and employees, and there should be no misconvenience, misconception. These should be not there between management and the worker. So what is the first point? There should be complete harmony. That means peace, working together, right, between management and workers. So if I want to take the example of Japanese company or Japanese work culture, so they will, if there is any misconception or misconvenience, or is there any difficulties between worker and management, what worker will do? So they will wear a band or headband or handband, whatever it may be. They will wear a band and work much harder than earlier to earn the sympathy of management. So if they do that, the work also won't stop, the organization also won't stop, and they will also not, sorry, they will also will never leave the job as it is, right? This is the Japanese work culture. Let us see the third principle. Third one, cooperation, not individualism. It is the extension of harmony, not discord. We should cooperate between each other, between management and worker, not individualism, which means management is working separately and workers are working separately. Correct. That is individualism. They are working on their own. They should work together. That is cooperation. They should cooperate with each other to achieve the organizational objective. So second point is management must consider the suggestions of employees which results in reduction of cost. Obviously, a worker is working in the task. He knows better than us, right, to reduce the cost. How to reduce the cost? That he knows very well rather than the management. So we should consider his suggestion or their suggestions. Fine. The next point is, if any important decisions taken, workers should be part of it. If an organization is taking a major decisions, important decisions, then they should consider the employees' perspective also. There we also, right? If there is open communication system and goodwill, there will be no need of trade union. So if there is an open communication, which means if a lower level management can directly speak to the top level management, and workers can also speak to the top level management directly and openly, if they talk, if there is any requirement or if there is any problem in the organization, or if there is, if there is any alternatives or changes in the product, those things will be, if they talk directly to the top level management, middle level management and lower level management, the respective authority, there will be no need of trade union and there will be no need of strikes, right? They won't go for the strike if they are talking to directly to the top level management. So problems are sorted out easily. Next, equal division of work and responsibility between workers and management. So workers should not feel that we are working much more but our salary or wages are less, and management also should not feel that workers are not working and they are getting higher salaries. That should not happen. They should have equal work and equal responsibility to achieve the organizational objective, and rewards for good suggestion. If any employee suggests a good method or any strategy, then he must be rewarded for that. Then only he can be motivated and other employees will also start suggesting. That will be benefited to the organization, right? So the next principle is fourth one: development of each and every person to his or her greatest efficiency and prosperity. So organization must train employee to his greatest efficiency to earn more. Because of his greatest efficiency we will be benefited, right? Lower use of materials and cost will be reduced. So by that we can earn much better, right? What is the first point? Concern for efficiency could be built in right from the process of employee selection. So we can consider the recruiting process. We should recruit the person as when it is required, and if the organization's employee need to be in efficiency, we need to start selecting or recruiting the people or the person who is fit to the job, so who suits for the tasks, right? If we need salesperson, we should hire the sales profile person only, and if we need for the production, we should hire the production department person only, right? So like that efficiently we should hire the employees, and each person should be scientifically selected. Work assigned must be according to his profile. We cannot assign production department whatever the job task in production department, that cannot be assigned to a sales department person, or a sales department person cannot work in production department, right? We should make sure that whatever the task given to him, that must suit his profile, right? Then only he can work efficiently and we can make profit out of it. Next, training is required for efficiency. Obviously a fresher worker won't be in his greatest efficiency, right? So the organization should train him to his greatest efficiency to make much higher profit, right? This is the principles of management, that is Tyler's principles of management.